The way it played out for us was we were just heading out to go see my nieces, and we stopped there to have a bite to eat. So we went in the Fat Burger and were enjoying our meal, and then we heard some melee outside, where it just started sounding like a frenzy and people running around, and then immediately after that we heard gunshots, and I immediately told my daughter to go up against the counter. They had a metal counter there, and I put myself between her and anything else because that's my child.
We got to the mall, we decided to go shopping. My daughter just got a job, so she had her first paycheck. So she obviously wanted to spend all her money at the mall. So we did our shopping. It was packed there. I mean, I think we got there like around 2 o'clock, and we actually had to circle around a few times to find a parking spot because it was jam packed there today. So we did our shopping. We were pretty much finished. We had stopped outside the Converse store. We were just waiting to cross over. Our car was parked like right in the middle of the parking lot. And all of a sudden, we just heard like pop, 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 pop. And we kind of looked at each other and we're like, is that fireworks or like a car backfiring? Because it sounded like a little far away. And then, probably within 10 seconds, pop, 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 pop. And it was like right in front of us. There was sparks flying. There was smoke. Just our natural instinct was just, I ducked. I looked behind me. My daughter had already run into the Converse store. So I pretty much crawled right into the Converse store. We ran all the way into the back. We were just yelling at the employees to lock the door, lock the door. There's a shooting outside. And he just guided us all the way into the back of the store where he locked the door behind us. We kind of just hung out there for, a little bit until we were just trying to gather our thoughts to like what just happened.
So we were both in like the back of the store and we were eating, and I don't know, it all kind of happened so fast. We just started seeing like these families start running into the back of the store, and they couldn't really speak English. So all they were saying was shoot, shoot, bang. They're like trying to explain. So I ran out the front, and my coworker Marcus was talking about how there was a shooting going on outside. And so I told him to lock the door. And we all started like running into the back hallway. That all the rooms go into, all the stores go into.
Yeah. We had basically split up almost immediately. So when that family came in the back, I had escorted them where it's basically just a giant like hallway where it also doubles as a tornado shelter, I'm pretty sure. And so while I was back there with one of my coworkers, Jerry was still at Wetzel's Pretzels, making sure everybody was all good up there. And while we were back there, there was a scare at one point where someone had thought that the shooter had come in from the other side of the hallway, and it was like we all had run as fast as we could to the closest unlocked door, which just so happened to be a storage room. And I hid behind a freezer, and everybody thought that we were doomed because at that point there still were no cops. We just thought that there was a shooter in the hallway ready to just get everybody. And it was very scary. I seriously thought that I was not going to make it out.
Yeah, that was like truly horrifying. Yeah, it was almost like when everyone was running, it was almost like a zombie apocalypse almost. That's how I like to explain it, because it's seriously like everyone was crawling all over each other, and it was so scary. It's like people were screaming. It was really scary.
My daughter and I were inside of H&M. We were actually all inside of H&M before the shooting took place. My parents had went outside to wait on us, just to, hang outside and wait for us to come out. And so my daughter and I were still in H&M store trying on items in the fitting area when I heard what I thought was construction, really. I mean, in the fitting room, over the noise, over the music, I could hear like boom, boom, boom. And so I thought at first, they're doing construction on the building because it was so close and so loud. And so as I began to come out of the fitting room, I saw everybody that was in the front and the middle of the store come running towards the fitting area where we were. So everybody got into an immediate panic saying someone's shooting, someone's shooting.